My wife won't let me join a motorcycle club. Oh, what should I do? My wife won't let me join a motorcycle club. Oh, what should I do? No, 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 no. My wife won't let me join a motorcycle club. Oh, Black Dragon, what should I do? My wife won't let me join a motorcycle club. Oh, Black Dragon, what should I do? She said she'd leave me sitting in the grass if I tried that thing. Join a motorcycle club just ain't what she signed up for when she took my diamond ring. Now she looks at me as though I've lost my ever-loving mind. My wife won't let me join a motorcycle club. Oh, Black Dragon, what should I do? Ooh, ooh, what should I do? Howdy, folks. Welcome to another edition of Black Dragon Biker TV. And as always, we'd like to thank you for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. And as always, I have my trusty little sidekick here, Braveheart the Magnificent, wandering dog, mighty conqueror of the tribe of Judah, elect of God. That's him taking a dump there. How y'all doing? And this is another edition of Ask Black Dragon. I see we've got everybody on this morning. We got Three-Way, got Chris W. Somebody said get a new wife. Oh boy, this is going to be a good one. Trevor Davis, back in the woods, Black Dragon? Stay safe. Twisted Leatherwooks. Yeah, you can't keep a good man down out here, y'all. I'm just trying to keep hope alive. That's all we have. Hi, Black Dragon. Good to see you. It's good to see you too, Frederick. Scott Young. It's understandable. 3 rings come with marriage. 1, engagement. 2, wedding. And 3, the one they don't tell you about. The suffering. Scott Young. Julio Ruiz. What's up, Black Dragon? Love from the Midwest. Gary, Indiana. No, man, the Midwest is Oklahoma. Why does the North always try to claim the Midwest? You know, y'all are up north. They always want to take the Midwest from us. Oklahoma is the Midwest. Oklahoma, when the wind comes sweeping down the plains. You know, that's, I know that song. I'm from Oklahoma. How's your health, Black Dragon? Singing and walking seems possible now. My health is good, Ezekiel. Eskil Tester. I can't always read that little small print. Raz, what's up? Listen, Raz, sometime this week I'm going to do your GoFundMe information along with other GoFundMes I'm following. Raz is one of my subscribers who has been diagnosed with hepatitis. He's also the guy who did my song, Nothing Tops Your Cut. Nothing tops your cut. And I'm getting ready to start having that song play before my videos again. So he's got a GoFundMe that we got to talk about. I'm going to do that in an episode I'm going to have especially for GoFundMes I'm participating in and following and building up money for. He's got hepatitis B or C or D, one of those hepatitises, and it's going to cost him $20,000-$30,000 to become well. So we're going to work on that for him. I have a few of these I'm following. We got TCA JASA. Nice to see you this morning, Don Henderson. Good to see you back walking on the trail. Yes, sir. It's good to be back here. Somebody retracted a message. Okay. You can't sing, dude. Somebody needs to retract that message. Good morning from Los Escondidos, MC, Brownsville, Texas. What does Escondidos mean? I know it means something really cool. Good morning to you guys. Brownsville, Texas. I was just in wonderful Texas this past weekend. Had an amazing time. Good morning to David Morrison. Hardtail. Not a good wife if she don't support what you do. End of story. Glad you made it back safely. I'm back here. Iron Legacy, Ponca City, Oklahoma. Morning to you, sir. Sup, Black Dragon. SC, forgive me. Hello, everyone watching. Sea Dog. OFFO. Good to see you guys, man. Sea Dog, thanks for tuning in. Much respect. Good morning, Angel. Let's see. Aunt Squirrely, Waves. You did this one already. I know. And that was the first one I was getting ready to tell y'all. I have done this one. And it seems that my longtime subscribers know that I've done this one already. And, but here we are. I guess we go back through some of these and do them again. So, good morning, Newcastle, Ted Thompson. Yeah, another one. Raz Macy said you did this one a few years ago, Black Dragon. I know. And I'm finding that they don't go back. I got 600 videos up now, 620 videos. So, oh shit. Spider. So, I guess they don't go back through the archives. So I figured I'd do a lighthearted one since where I'm walking again for the first time in about 7 days and trying to see how the old ticker's working. So let me tell you, I was in Texas this weekend, Houston, Texas, and for the Black Sabbath 10th anniversary. It was 10 years ago that I blazed the trail and opened up a Black Sabbath chapter in Texas, and it was tough, wasn't easy. Now, you know, in a town, you can just come in and just drop a motorcycle club, but it wasn't always that way. The frontier towns were tough, baby, and the territories were long established, and I was a new guy. I didn't even live in the state, and I had the audacity to believe I could put a motorcycle club there, and it just wasn't the most welcoming environment. And 10 years now, those brothers have been standing, and just want to, man, just congratulate my brothers. They did such a good job. They were, just, man, 40 clubs came out to visit them. There were 7 1%er nations in the same building, and it was peaceful and love, and so much respect they showed our brothers there. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I was so proud of them. Really? Mosquito in the eye? Really? Man, these woods are something else. I dropped your leash, buddy. I'm sorry. So, these woods don't like me, man. This is the most, like, unforgiving woods. I need to find some better woods. These woods are terrible. Last time I was in these woods, I got ate by everything in here. I had all kinds of vermin biting me. You guys remember this tree, don't you? This one right here. Poor tree. Uh, that was the last tree I got to lean up against last time I was here. But anyway, um, and I got to meet so many of you guys. So many of you bought my books and took pictures with me, asked for autographs. It just, you just don't imagine that you know so many folks, or so many folks know you, and you don't imagine that folks would be so excited to talk to you. It's just a blessing. I just want to thank you guys for so much support, so many well-wishers, so many folks that a lot more of you saw my fiasco in the woods last time I was here. So many of you guys, so many letters of support. Just thank you. Okay? Thank you. God bless y'all. And I definitely appreciate you all. Got to be careful. Debo, Buffalo Soldiers, Fort Carson. I want to start a Black Sabbath MC. I want to start a Black Sabbath MC in Reno. Well, Black Dragon at blacksabbathmc.com. Hit me up and we'll talk. Let's see. We have, how do you reply to someone else in the chat? Is that a PC thing? I'm on a phone. I don't know, because I only use a PC and I don't really use the phone like you guys do. They tell me 90% of my viewers watch me on the phone, which kind of sucks because I do almost all of my editing and everything on a PC. But somebody tell him how to do that, because I don't know. So anyway, I wanted to just be kind of lighthearted and kind of cute. And this is a way for me to kind of get my feet back underneath me, because those of you who don't know, I was in these woods about a week ago, and I had it was about 15 degrees hotter, and I had a issue with my breathing, and you know, it was just really a mea culpa. It was really just embarrassing. I felt like I was going to die back here, so I had to come on back and beat this thing on my terms. So that's what I'm back here for. So anyway, I wanted to kind of come back here and have a lighthearted conversation with you guys. This topic works well with a conversation I had last night with my wife. She was upset that I don't take her around the club. Take her around club meetings, I think he's trying to say, or club members. I've heard wives say the MC life isn't good for a married man. What do you do about that? Oh, keep these questions coming. So, look here. Motorcycle club life. Oh, and I did this about 3 years ago. I did this video about 3 years ago. So those of you who checked that video and this video, they might not be exactly the same. I kind of, I think we all change with the times as we get older. When I first started doing motorcycling, I was a single man. And I'm different than you guys. I've never been married. I've always been out there. I've always told people I'm a biker, not a choir boy. Nude chicks and chicks dancing on stripper poles, and photography of nude women. That has long been a staple in the life of Black Dragon. Those of you who have been to Black Sabbath biker chicks on YouTube, on my Facebook page. My Facebook page called Black Dragon Biker Chicks have seen evidence of this. Uh, I've been the wildest of the wild out there. Uh, it's the truth. And so I always carried my biker self under that guise of I'm a biker, not a choir boy. And it has cost me every excellent woman I have ever had. So there is a price to pay if you want to be an asshole. I think I'll sit down for a minute. This is a very steep ridge. This is the one that got me last time. There's a price to pay. And so I've lost some good ones. I've lost some real good ones. The most beautiful women you've ever seen in your life. But old Black Dragon couldn't seem to get his act together. And the motorcycle club helped me act a fool. Just lost a 10-year marriage. Uh-oh, what is someone saying here? Just lost a 10-year marriage. She blames the club. Got tired of the lifestyle. Always gone, etc. Kids grow up and leave. Today's times, women come and go. And I don't know if women come and go or if we come and go. We promise one thing and deliver another. We could be better. I could do better. I could have done better. And I let me tell you, I was that guy. Yeah, you don't like my club brothers, F you. You're out. You don't like my bike, I'm done. You know, I was that brother. I never forget Bridget. Oh my God. She was so beautiful. She'd make the trees sing. You'd walk by and the trees would go, you know, angels must have been created from heaven every time you walk by. You know, that kind of thing. And Bridget loved me. And I love Bridget. Boy, but when the Black Sabbath came a-calling, boy, they could just make a phone call. I'll be there, brother! 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm on my way, brother! And she got tired of that shit. She found a responsible man. And they've been married ever since. She left his ass and married mine. Left my ass and married his. And then there was Nashira. Nashira was so beautiful. Birds would fall out of the sky every time she walked by. Just like me, they wanted to be close to her. And boy, did I mess that one up. I love Nashira so much, I wrote a book in honor of her called, it was a book of poetry. Black Dragon never wrote a poem before. It's a book on my, if you go to my YouTube channel, I mean my Amazon pages, looking for my books, you'll see one called Homage to Nashira, where I wrote a book of over 100 love poems after she left me. So, didn't get her back, but it was a hell of a book. So yeah, I mean, and I attribute that to my motorcycle club lifestyle. And I attribute that to my assholeness. I was 200% an asshole. So, I tell you guys, everything I say for you not to do, It's not because I'm some sort of choir boy. Somebody said, "We never see you on a motorcycle, Black Dragon. You're such a poser." Look here. This ain't no motorcycle riding channel. This is a life channel. Telling you about motorcycle club life, politics, protocol, things you'll see in the motorcycle club life. I guess I could do this while riding a motorcycle. And maybe you'd be able to hear me over the wind. You want a motorcycle riding channel? There's a whole lot of them out there. You want to talk about this motorcycle club game? Come walk with me in the woods. We'll have a talk. I made my girlfriend a property of, so she could enjoy the lifestyle as well. So, let's transition to that. Only the special woman can enjoy this lifestyle and understand the property of and understand the ideals. I made a video a couple days ago about a young man who has created a song for properties. Y'all should go check that video out. It's called Property Of, and it links to his song. He's with a 1%er nation, and he sent me that link so I could share it with you guys. Not a lot of women can understand that lifestyle, but if you have one who can, boy, are you blessed. So, part of the reasons why your wives rat trap building a bike after he broke his, are we talking about this guy again? After he broke his other one. You don't see other people building a bike. Like me, I actually work on bikes. Every motorcyclist I know works on bikes. How do you ride 50 years and don't know how to work on a bike? That's like saying to a person, I have my driver's license. You guys kill me with this. Now, not everybody builds bikes and manufactures them and welds and all that stuff. Special acquired skill. But wrenching on your bike, you better goddamn know how to wrench on your bike if you travel cross country. Because every time you break down, it's 100 miles from the dealer. Unless you're riding a Harley, and they have a dealer on every corner. But other than that, dude, you're so far from a dealer, it ain't even funny. Ride a special bike like a Victory, and you might have a dealer every 2,000 miles. Or an Indian. It ain't happening. So all of this, I actually wrench on my bike. The rat started that with y'all. And do me a favor. Show me a video or a picture of you wrenching on your bike 10 years ago. Then I'll believe you're the great wrencher. If you just started wrenching on your bike yesterday, then you are like most people that ride across country for the first time. I'm a big cross-country rider. Dude, you got one trip. Cut it out. Stop it. But anyway, back to the subject matter. You guys know when I'm up on these trails, I meander. So here's the deal. A lot of the reasons that your wives don't like your motorcycle club is because you're too silly and you talk too much and you break the number one law of the motorcycle club world. And the number one law of the motorcycle club world is don't speak motorcycle club business outside of the motorcycle club. That's the number one law. So when you get to talking about what's going on in the motorcycle club and you think she's liking that, you don't understand she ain't. you just screwed it. You just screwed it for yourself. They don't want us joining because they think everything we do is like Sturgis. Amen. Don't talk club business. So when you're pillow talking, and I started off by saying, I'm not your typical married guy. Now, I have a great woman now, so it might not be like that for long. But, man, I was so bad. So here you're telling your wife about Black Dragon, the national president, or Black Dragon, the club president, or Black Dragon, the sergeant at arms. Oh, man, he's so cool. He's got so many bitches. Oh, my God. Every time the phone rings, there's enough. Like, you tell your wife that kind of silliness. And then the next sentence out of your mouth is, well, I'm going to go hang out with Black Dragon tonight. No, you're not. You're not ever going to hang around Black Dragon ever again. You guys, you got to be smarter than that. You are some pillow-talking little girls. And that's why your wife doesn't like your motorcycle club. She hates us. You talk too much. Shut up. Don't talk about the motorcycle club. You all should be fined. Should be fined and all. I need to send a fine out. Wish there was a machine that could tell me who talked to their wife about club business last night and then fine them. I'd send the money to your presidents. Let's see. Somebody says, I've been with, you guys notice I'm taking breaks. I want you to notice that. I've been with my wife for 22 years now, never had a problem with my MC. You're handling your business. That's why. Forsaken MC New Jersey. Jessix, you're handling your business. That's why. You're not over talking the club business and telling dumb stuff. I already know what you're doing. You're doing what it takes to have a relationship. Why is he walking in the woods? You guys know I love the woods. Black Dragon, I got to get to bed. Work overnights. I should have been asleep. Hey, man, thanks for tuning in. Go to bed. Watch this thing later. You need that sleep. The website isn't secure. Just sent you an Instagram DM with my email number so we can talk. No, send it to Black Dragon at blacksabbathmc.com. Black Dragon at blacksabbathmc.com. A successful relationship, says Ann Squirrely, is about giving and taking. They asked you, Black Dragon, where'd you go? What did you do? Trying to catch up here. It's a balance between club life and family life. A lot of guys don't know how to balance. And you know why you don't know how to balance? Because you get into the motorcycle club world and it pops your virginity as such. You are allowed to see and do things you've never done before, some of you guys. Some of you guys have never been rock stars. Some of you guys have never been popular in high school. You put on that patch and there is a whole society of easy women and easy pickings out there. And you don't realize that anything easy ain't worth it. So you look around and you've screwed up your relationship. Like overindulging in drugs or something. You guys can't be serious. But you are. So the other thing that wives don't like, and this is the number one. Oh my God, somebody lost 245 pounds to 207 pounds. God bless you. The other overwhelming thing you guys do is you talk about when the club does you bad. To the wife, to the woman. And talking about when the club does you bad, you shouldn't do that. Because you're a sap. You love the club. And so you're going to take it back no matter what it does to you. But if your wife sees that club hurt you, she's done with those MFs forever. Believe me on this one. When the club wrongs you, they've wronged her. When the club talks about you behind your back, they talk about her. When the club steals from you, they've stolen from her. When the club screws, when a club member screws another woman's girl that she's friends with, he screwed your girl in her mind. Those janky MFs ain't about shh. And you ain't gonna do nothing to convince her that they are. So keep your mouth shut about things she should know about, or you're gonna turn her against your damn club. And when the woman turns against the club, it's all over, man. Everything is gonna be, oh, you're going out with them again? Well, why are you putting that uniform on? Why are you wearing their ring? Why do you have their pictures up on the, you know what? What kind of man do I have? What kind of decisions are you making? Real truth, I've been through it at least 60. I've been through at least 60 women over the years from age of 14, and it's been fun. But now I'm 37 and now happily married for 10 years. So, you guys have to think about your marriage, your relationships with your girls as a protected covenant. Other thing you're not supposed to do is when they see the janky behavior of your brothers, that they'll be gone from that too. So you don't take your wife to the stripper party at the club unless she's one hell of a cool old lady. It's not what you do. Come on here, dog. What do you see over there? Leave that damn deer alone before you get us both beat up. Come on now. Always want to chase after something wild. You ain't about that life. You sleep in a bed every night. That deer over there, that guy gets down out here. He's fighting hunters, coyotes, and every damn thing else. That deer will eat you, and they're herbivores. He'll eat you. Just to show you he ain't messing around out here. Anyway, my friends, so these are the things that you have to keep in mind. When you have a wife and she has a covenant with you, oh, I hate this. Looks like my my newfangled machine has lost power, so we no longer have power on the walking stick. So we'll have to take it from this perspective. FHO Atlanta, she bet not ask me to choose her or my motorcycle. She out. Well, we didn't say motorcycle, we said motorcycle club. Ain't nobody giving up a motorcycle for a wife, but you might have to give up a motorcycle club for a wife. And a lot of it's because you guys are just so janky. If you have a friend that's in the club, a brother that's trying to holler at your woman, that's another one that'll make her just be like, ain't none of you bastards worth a damn. And she'll be out. So don't talk your family business in the club either. Keep some part of you for you. Keep some part of y'all for y'all. Because when you start telling your brothers about, oh, my wife ain't gave me none in 7 months and she's mad because the bills ain't paid, blah, blah, blah. When you put your brothers up into your business, a dirty, nasty, rotten brother may be trying to slink over to your house. Trust but verify. Keep your eyes open. Be aware of your surroundings. Does that make sense? Messing with a brother's girl is the best way to lose your patch. Yeah, but I see these bastards do it all the time. I've seen presidents do it. I think it's a good way to get killed, but people, they can't control them little heads. So you have to think about keeping everything together. And some of the worst life that happens in the club doesn't need to be seen. You don't have to share every bit of this. That's why the club is sacred. That's why what goes on in the club is sacred. Our club is a family club, so my wife is a patch holder. So when you have a wife that's a patch holder in the club, and you belong to a co-ed mixed club, and you don't have these issues. What I hate is the guy who wants to bring his wife in the club and still screw the other girls that are in the club. So you just can't separate anything. You bring the wife in the club and she's got these girls that are her sisters, and you're screwing around with those girls. Then you wonder why she's out and she wants you to be out too. So there's a lot of guys on this board that'll tell you, I've lost every great woman I've ever had because of the club. It's up to you not to let that happen to you. It's up to you to comport yourself like somebody that's got some common damn sense. It's up to you to ensure that this doesn't happen in nature. It's weird. What do you think? That's some Blair Witch Project stuff right there? I wonder if I'm being tracked. Well, that's weird right there. I don't even like that, especially with the two rocks up at the top. What the hell is that all about? Why, hell no. Hell no. We got this one right here. I don't like it back here anymore. Time to get the hell out of here. Weird shit going on. Those are Bigfoot totems. Look it up. Really? Now he tells me. Creepy. Voodoo stuff right there. Oh, hell no. That ain't good. That ain't cool. For this cat. Keep that pecker in the pants. That was just weird. You don't see that out here. Well, hell no. I don't like it back here no more. That's just rocks. Rock stacking. My daughter's into it. Rock stacking. Well, tell her not to rock stack on the trail. Go back up in there somewhere and rock stack. Let's see. I know a few of my bros that had 3 or 4 wives and lost them to the biker world. Knock it over, Black Dragon. Well, you don't want to knock over someone's work of art. That's probably what they're waiting for me to knock those rocks down so they can come down and deal with my ass. No, thank you. Leaving their rock sanctuary alone. Someone marked that trail. It's a Jewish thing. One loved ones is nearby that have passed. When loved ones nearby have passed. Oh, you mean somebody passed on the effing trail? Wonderful. Just wonderful. So, you guys have to think that there are some things that the wife's not into. And for some of you guys, it's the fact that motorcycle clubs have reputations, and there's not going to be anything you can do about it. As I get older, I notice more people are joining motorcycle clubs at an older age. So they've been married and they got things they don't want to lose, like a wife and a house. So they're not doing strippers in the motorcycle clubhouse, and they don't have the boom boom room and the stripper pole room and Uh, I was most disappointed when those rooms, Black Sabbath Macon chapter, like I came one day and the stripper pole purple room was now a workout room. Everybody was growing up but me. So that's that's how you keep your wife if you're going to be in your motorcycle club. Maybe you understand that with grown-up responsibilities comes grown-up things, and grown-up things means conducting yourself in a way that the wife can admire and respect. But I can guarantee you, if you're letting your wife see janky things, if you're letting her be around janky people, if you're letting her be around folks that don't deserve your time. You guys see that blue pole back there? I guess the water gets up to there. Holy moly. I'm walking in a floodplain. It just keeps getting better and better down here. So these are things I think you need to be looking at. Man, how are you, man? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I'm 53 and thinking about prospecting. Come on. Come on. How do I let the club people know my girl is my girl without offending anyone and not being in the club myself? First of all, prospects don't take your women around the club. You're trying to impress the club and get in, and you don't have time to watch your girl be looking over your shoulder. Prospecting is not a long time. Leave your girl at home, because there are people that will try to take advantage of your prospect status and show their ass, and now you got to get in their ass. And that's hard to get in the club after you've whooped a brother, a sergeant arm, or president. And but that's just what's going to have to happen. How do I convince these guys this is my girl? I say that's my girl, and I'm only going to say it one time. And when I say this is my girl Teresa, that's what I mean. And the way I say it in my voice will be a reflection of what you think you want to do after that. You know what I mean? No, not today, little one. We'll go this way. Have it going from UK. Hope you're having a blessed day. Having a great day. Cannot have your old lady around during prospecting. That's what Reaper says. I agree, Reaper. You don't have your old lady around during prospecting. It's too big of a temptation for some idiots. Bottom line. Hey, Black. Unless you have now, if you're joining a family club and everybody's got their wives around and all that, then you know you got a little bit different experience. But if you're joining an all-male traditional MC that has properties and all that stuff, you know, a good look, a good idea about how they feel about women is, you know, do I have properties or do I have co-ed club with club sisters? That should be one of your first clues right there. Somebody said, agree, don't want your girl to see you prospecting. It's a humbling experience and could affect her opinion of your future brothers. And that's true too. Because like I say, if your bros hurt you, your girl's done with them. I don't think I'd want to be around my guy until he got established with the club, then introduces me in when it's too late. The guy until he got established with the club, then introduces me in when it's too late. Yeah, I think I understand what she meant with that. So These are, it's raining back here, and when it's raining, nobody's walking back here but me. So all the deer come out and stuff, and they're looking at me like, what are you doing back here in the rain? There's nobody here but you, and we might beat you up. So that's what's going on right now. Hi, dear. Yeah, you too. I'm 47 and I'm in the hang around phase with the military vets MC. And it's well, you better stay up there. And it's doing my wife good, as well as with meeting their old ladies. Yeah, so it depends on the club you're with. You and them rock stackers. So what else can I tell you about this? So there are some of you who say, looky here, man. My wife tries to take me out of my MC. It's me or the MC. And you can be that way, and you'll be without your wife. And that's you're right. That's you. Evening, sir. Morning, whatever it is. So but I can tell you, as you get older, you start falling your ass in and out of that hospital, being in there alone ain't cute. So you might want to think about that. Somebody said, then you're paying alimony and club dues. So a lot of folks think that it depends on what brand of club you're joining, 1% or whatever. Listen, man, clubs are clubs. And people have wives and they want to keep them. So you don't have to think it's a certain brand of club. It's really how you interact with the one you love. Communication is key. Communicate. Let her know what's what. But talking club business is not necessarily part of that communication. In fact, it's against everything we go by. Pillow talk is what screws you up the most. There are clubs that will share old ladies. Yeah, there are people that do those kinds of things in every walk of life. So that, I don't have a brother crazy enough to ask me to share my old lady. I think he knows that would be an automatic tail whooping. Well, I've made it out of the woods. I walked in to the top of the ridge and back down. Back into the bugs, it seems. So do I have any questions as I'm making it back to my car? I'm amazed with the respect that women in our club get from the 1%ers and other clubs because we push protocol before patching. How is it going, brother from Roswell, New Mexico? Center Pride here. I'm doing well. Roswell, New Mexico, huh? We know that place. Well, let me climb this little rock face here. Holy moly. Thank you, guys.
Hey, come here for a second. There's things right here.
Any questions? And our country has no road rules for joining MC examples. Antillonian Tigers MC. I would think you would act different if your woman is around you all prospecting. You need to put 100% into it. I agree with all that. Florida clubs kill other club members. Huh. Where'd that come from? Okay, so I'm looking. I don't see any more questions. So I appreciate you guys going on the walk with me. To summarize, you're going to have to communicate to your wife, your girlfriend, the best things that you have and why you love the club and why no matter what you're going to be in it. And keep her from those things that you know are not her personality. And you won't have to deal with some of this. John O, I'll be back in Houston. We're moving all over the Midwest and Texas and stuff this summer. We have all of our big rides coming up. I think Wichita, Kansas is next. So, I'll be all around that area on 2 wheels, loving life. Boy. So anyway, let me know what you think about this video in the comment sections below. Be sure to join us on our other platforms, Facebook, Black Dragon Biker, Instagram, Black Dragon Biker TV, and Twitter, JBunchII. For those of you who have contributed via Cash App, PayPal, and Super Chat, we're so thankful and you helping us keep the dream alive. And we're very thankful for that. At this point, every video we do now, every single one, is demonetized initially. I'm on the radar, I suppose. And the news show may be going away. We just simply can't get it monetized. The citizen journalist is going away. If we talk about somebody that had a motorcycle wreck, that's considered too violent for YouTube. So things that we used to talk about all the time, we are finding that we can't really talk about that anymore. It's just the way it is. That video I did about the DPS looking for a guy, demonetized. And all we were doing was talking about a guy who was popping wheelies on the road, and YouTube says that advertisers don't want to pay for that. It's too violent. I have a different idea. I think it has to do with the fact that the big networks will never cover a story about biking the way I do. So you guys will come to a biking story that I write, 1 million strong, and they start losing ad revenue when too many of us come around. So you're not going to talk about a gun story better than a prepper. You're not going to talk about an automobile story. You've got a regular reporter, and there's a guy who builds automobiles. You're not going to cover a story about that better than him. So the citizen journalist is really taking a bite out of mainstream news coverage. So these corporations are fighting back, and they're making it where a guy with a phone is not going to be able to cover a story. They can't stop a guy with his phone from covering a story, but they can put the pressure on YouTube not to monetize them. And as that is the result, then all of the cameras that we buy and the editing equipment and all that stuff, it's hard to pay for that stuff. So in that way, they're taking over control of the media by doing it through dollars. And I get these people all the time. Oh, you're just a whore, you ask for money. Sure, man. This selfie stick I'm carrying alone was $400. So the phone that I shoot these videos on Samsung Note 9. It was $1,100, but if you add the expanded memory that YouTube says you need to have, then the phone goes to $1,300. And in order to do the show, I needed two phones, $2,600 in phones. And I don't even use cameras. The camera I want is $1,900. So, and I don't even have my GoPro Black. A lot of folks say, well, we want to see you ride your motorcycle. Well, I've tried to do this with a phone, and it vibrates too much. So I need to get a GoPro Black. That's what I want. Some sort of GoPro. And I haven't been able to get one yet. I think they're like $700. And but I just got my office, and I needed a room for my screens, all that stuff. That stuff costs money. And we make money. You can make money on YouTube. We make some money, but every single solitary day, you spend a lot of money. And then when you talk about time, it takes me almost an hour to edit 5 minutes worth of video. It takes about an hour, and that's real. So 15, 20, 30 minutes worth of video takes, because you got to watch it like 10 times to edit it, and even when you build in shortcuts. So after I do all of that editing, then it takes a 20-minute video takes almost an hour of processing time on the computer, and that's with 16 gig of RAM. And I really want like another 16 gig, which the computer I bought doesn't allow you to expand the RAM, so that's another $1,800 computer. That's what it is. So that's why we ask for donations to help us stay up, have the latest equipment. You guys are watching better and better YouTube channels, and with top of the line 4K video and all this kind of stuff. So it costs money to keep that stuff up and working. So here we go. That's about it. That's my 2 cents. Hey, Black Dragon, I was wondering if you could, in the future, talk about cut snatching. I read some threads from MC members that put their cut in safes when they're not wearing them, locking them up. Black Dragon at BlackSabbathMC.com. Let's have a better, longer talk about that so I can understand exactly what you want me to talk about. But are cuts being snatched? They have been, and in some places they are, so we'll talk about it. Anyway, I think Aunt Squirrel is telling me to get off this thing. So, we are going to be moving on. That's my 2 cents. Thanks for tuning in. Get skinny.